Hey, what's up guys? Ricardo with Vape and Validate, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SMOK TFV16 tank. So yeah guys, SMOK has returned the King series of tanks, and I really did like the original TFV12 tank. It was my favorite tank for the longest. Just SMOK's typical issues of coils burn out quickly and tank leaks. That one, I didn't have too much of the coil burnout issue. I was able to run that tank around 130 watts, do 150 watts constantly, and I still got about 3 to 4 weeks on each coil head. Just the issue was it leaked very bad. So I'm gonna try out this tank and give you guys my first impressions on it. I don't want to review it quite yet, just because like I said, the SMOK's tanks, typically the coils burn out, so I want to give it enough time to really see how long the coil life is. So I'm just going to give you guys my first impressions on it and let you know what I think. Alright guys, so this is the retail packaging for the SMOK TFV16. There's the back of the box, tells you what comes inside of it and everything. Let's go ahead and crack it open. One thing, well, before I open this, so SMOK has always had this authenticity code thing on here. I think that's been around since about the TFV8, maybe it was the TFV12, but around there. And now they have this little holographic sticker thing, I guess, for extra authenticity, but yeah, that's new. So go ahead and open this up. So this is the tank, and it is pretty damn big. So as a comparison, here is the tank that comes with the Snow X kit. It is pretty massive. It is 28 millimeters around. They say a 9mm tank. I highly doubt 9mm tank, but whatever. I guess with the smaller coil head, more than likely it is a 9mm tank, but definitely you're going to be using the larger coil heads. You're not going to be using these little dinky things. But it does come with this specialized vape band. It wraps around the entire glass instead of just going around the perimeter like most of their stuff. They did take this design from Vaporized. They were the first company I saw doing it, but I am glad because SMOK tanks are notorious for cracking quickly. And they did change the O-ring situation, so no longer do you have that gasket inside of here that always wears out. Now it's up top, it's round, and you have this little metal stem right here, so it's going to prevent it from bowing and moving around like they used to, so thank goodness for that. But one downgrade on this tank is the drip tip. So now, instead of using a standard 8-tin, it has this sleeved drip tip, and it's really annoying. I can't believe SMOK did that. It's really annoying just because of the fact that SMOK tips, for one, this does not look good. I don't know if you can really tell. I know the lighting kind of sucks in here, but SMOK drip tips do not look good, and they always break. So if you ever drop this thing and you break your tip, you're gonna have to order another one from them, and that really sucks. Yeah, because I really want a different tip. This thing is horrendous. It's got like purple and white and stuff in it, and also I've always hated the fact that they give you red O-rings inside of a gold tank. Most people who buy gold tanks have black and gold mods, and they want to match the black and gold. Thank goodness that they've finally started including the black O-rings with it, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is replace these O-rings. So I'm going to do that, and I will be right back. So one thing before I do that, actually, so one thing I saw Matt from Suck My Mod say was the fact that the reason they did this sleeve drip tip was because they couldn't fit an 8-tin in here because the size of this, they didn't want to make it bigger. But this is the TFV12, and it is literally the same height on the top, but this is a standard 8-tin. So How does that make sense? I mean, I guess the reason they did it is because of this, the new O-ring, but at the same time, just make it wider. So then you could put a regular 810 in here. That's really annoying. Yeah, so there's no defense on that. I just wanted to point that out. So now that the O-rings are swapped out, another thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is take out the little scrawny coil that comes inside the tank. This threading is really stiff, Jesus. Well, that's new. So this is the new contact system. So I guess no more stupid connector pin on the bottom of the coil. The one thing I'm really interested in on these is the fact that SMOK tanks have become very notorious for one, their coils burn out extremely quickly, and two, they leak like a sieve. And that was especially the case for the last big tank they made, the TFV12. So I'm very interested to see how long these coils last, and if I'm gonna have a bottle of liquid all over my desk when I leave this sitting overnight. So let's see. And these coils are a pain in the ass to screw in. Like, just to be clear, I literally screw in hundreds upon hundreds of coils a month. This is a little difficult. And these, so I did swap it out for the larger coil. This thing is massive. This is about the size of my old RDAs, so I definitely want to give that one a shot. And I'm going to go ahead and fill up the tank with some Splash Fruit Scream. I'm not sure if the e-liquid execution is up for this flavor yet, but yeah, check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and prime all these. This is going to take a while since there is a metric fuck ton of cotton. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. Yeah, guys, now that's all set up, went ahead and put it on my Snowwolf UX, and good luck finding a mod that looks good with this tank, because this thing is very bobbleheadish. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it just, this tank is massive. But now that's all set up, let's go ahead and go up top and give it a shot. Alright guys, so yeah, now that's all set up, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Starting it out at 75 watts just to slowly break in the coil. This one, they are recommending anything from 80 to 160, best at 120. I'm assuming that their wattage recommendation is what they always do, and that's bullshit. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it as low as possible, but still allowing it to taste good. So let's go ahead and try it out. This tank is very, very airy. Oh god. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up to 85. Jesus, that is a lot of air. $85 not bad, but it is definitely weak. So I'm gonna go ahead and try 95. Okay, 95, we're starting to get somewhere. Not as airy, getting a little bit of the flavor out of it. I always recommend starting your tanks as low as possible and then slowly working your way up, so that way you're not just instantly shocking your coil. Especially like if you're running a lower wattage, you can tell like, hey, this is a little dry, I should let it set a little bit longer before I actually try it. So like I said, I'm going slowly, 10 watt increments just to see. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna skip 105, just go to 110. Yeah, even 110 feels pretty weak. Alright, here's the big 120. Gotta say, 120 is pretty nice. Not a great amount of flavor at all. I mean, SMOK tanks have never really been great on flavor. They've always been clouds bro clouds, and if you like clouds, then it doesn't get much better than this on a tank. Like, that's insane. You know what? Let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to 130 bothers me. I'm gonna go to 135. Just the 130 looked a little weird to me. $135. Definitely got some flavor on that. Yeah, that was good. It was a little spitbacky. It wasn't terrible by any means. It was little tiny particles of spitback, so you know, just enough to actually let you taste your liquid without, you know, you drowning in it. That's actually really nice. That's all we got for you today. If you have any questions, you can always ask them in the comments down below or email us at vapeandvalidate@gmail.com, and you might just see them in a future video. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our content to help you make decisions towards a better vaping lifestyle. I'm Ricardo with Vape and Validate, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, I'm gonna level with you. The next product review has been in the video the entire time, and you didn't even know it.